don't look outside of God for comfort. Like, even though I think as humans, a lot of times, especially if physical touch is your love language, you want somebody to hold you. You want someone to speak words of comfort, but nobody can comfort you like the comforter that he sends to us.
Amen. Now, I told you all we were going to set Duluth on fire. I3 has been phenomenal. Here we are again. We're in the next gen area. We have some I3 people coming through. And I have been talking to my brothers and my sisters about the pain in their past and how they have made it through. And I have come upon an amazing couple. Now, this is the first time I am bringing y'all a couple that is going to give you purpose in their pain. I'm walking through, and look who I done ran.
Hey, everybody.
Miss Maya, my brother Ed. Awesome. How y'all doing?
We are doing wonderful. We're so excited to be here.
Are y'all enjoying next to this Thrive 22?
Thrive is the place to be.
It has been amazing, has it not? And so I said just trying to bring together, let people understand that even though they go through pain, there is always going to be purpose behind it.
Absolutely.
And I normally have only done individuals, but as a couple, I know y'all know some pain.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey.
We got some things to talk about.
So if you don't mind, if we can just kind of talk through.
Oh, just somewhere to sit. You want to
Perfect.
sit?
Yes. Let's
talk.
see what the Lord has done just in your relationship as you have walked through. And so normally we just kind of give the context of the pain, what happened, and just what the Lord did with it and how He used it.
Okay.
So first tell us where you're from.
Okay. So you want me to tell me?
Yeah,
You can
go
tell me. Okay.
I'll talk.
He was good. He was.
We are from Hartwell, Georgia. We just
East Coast.
East Coast.
Hey.
A little small town, about an hour and a half north of Atlanta, where we at right now.
Now, is that where you all met?
No, we actually met in South Carolina.
Okay.
But it's right on the line, so we go from Georgia to South Carolina like everything.
Okay. So the journey began. You guys are married. How long?
We married 5 years on New Year's Eve.
All right. Now that's a testimony in itself.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
To stay together, be married, be happy, y'all smiling. Right? Okay. So tell me about it.
So, just about a pain that we experienced is that we lost both of our mothers. And pretty close together. My mom was actually in intensive care on our wedding day. And we actually only had a wedding because she wanted to be present.
My Lord.
She was like, please have a wedding so I can come. And she was in ICU, and they were able to set up a video footage so that she could watch.
So wait, you're about to come down the aisle.
Yes.
You know your mom is in ICU, but you still went down.
I still went down. And
what's in your mind, sis? Coming down.
I was completely in love with this man. And I knew that I was facing, because she had been sick for a long time, I knew I was facing one of the most traumatic losses of my life. And I knew who I wanted to be by my side during that time.
Isn't God good?
Yes.
He knows when there's something you're gonna lose. You go without. You're never without anything with Him.
Correct.
Amen.
And so he actually lost his mom before I did.
Before we got
and we were actually having an argument on the phone. And on the brink of calling it off.
Like we was about to call it off.
And
why?
Just fussing about
Fussing
something.
about something.
Who knows?
Okay.
Who
The
knows?
enemy trying to get his little foot in there.
Yes,
Okay.
And we hung up the phone, and like he called me back minutes later, telling me that she passed away. And just the fact that we were able to be there for each other during those times. So
she helped me through it. Like it was one of the reasons why I knew I had to marry her, because I was headed to a dark place. You know how sons and
Absolutely.
that's your first love. So when I didn't have her, like she was the humor. That was her number one thing, was the humor.
Yeah.
And when she just made me laugh the
Yeah.
whole time, I knew. I said,
Yeah.
this is.
Now, were you the only child?
No, I'm the oldest of three.
Okay.
I'm the oldest of three.
Okay. Okay. Now, was your mom in a terminal illness as well, or?
Sort of. She was in and out of the hospital. She was actually out of the hospital, but she had COPD, so she went to sleep and just didn't.
Okay. Amen.
And with my mom, as soon as we said I do and ate a little food and cake, we went straight to the hospital so that she could see me in my dress. And she passed away 28 days later.
Look at
short
God.
right
Look
after
at
that.
what God can do. Yeah.
With the whole purpose and pain,
Yeah.
I got pregnant with my first child
Yes.
the same year that she died.
Look at
And
that.
so that's the real pain that we were going
That
to talk
was
about.
hard.
Just not having confidence. I didn't know if I was strong enough to mother a child without my mother.
That's right. Because she's all you knew. You
Yes.
knew.
In my mind, if I was
Yeah.
ever going to be a mom,
Yeah.
because I had my
She was
first
gonna
at
be
36. So I was like, if I'm going to be a mama, I'm going to need you to help me.
Okay.
I thought I needed her.
Look at that. Look
And
at
so
that.
what God had to teach me is that I am all you need.
Yes.
Yes.
If I give you something, I will give you what you need
That's
to
it.
carry that out.
That's
and
it.
it was a painful process for me to learn
Yeah.
that I have what I'm supposed to have, independent of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, when you have a grandmother, she's that first one. When you have a mother that's just being a grandmother, you have no problem.
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
"Here, help me
Yeah.
with the child."
Yeah.
Without her, she couldn't trust anybody.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
didn't know who, and people would offer to help. She had so many people say, "Hey, I'll help her." She just didn't know.
It was hard to do that.
Yes.
Because the relationship, you must have been really close to your mom. I was
Very,
thinking.
very.
Yeah, you said.
When I say she
Yeah.
tells her everything,
Yeah.
stuff that most people you don't think
Would
you
not
can tell your
tell.
mom.
Would not
Like,
tell.
oh my God, you told your mother that?
Look at that. So you had to begin to trust some women, somebody, right? Because I just know as a single mom, I had to develop my own community,
Yes,
right?
that's
So
right there.
you had to
That's right there.
begin somehow.
I did, and this is when it was time for my brother stayed at home with my baby for the first 9 months.
Oh,
And of
now that's a trusted, right? You grew
Yes.
up with him. You know what he's supposed to do.
We raised each other.
That's right.
So,
Okay,
yes.
so he knew.
So when it was time for her to go to daycare, I had to pray about that, and I just had to just go with the person I trusted, her spirit.
Yeah.
And she has been so just involved and hands-on and so helpful.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what I expected. The packaging wasn't what I
Yeah.
expected. I said, well, I need my mama to help me. And God said, I will give you help. It's not going to look like what you think it's going to look
I will
like.
supply all your needs.
But I'm going to give you the help you
That right
need.
there.
Yes, what you need, I'm gonna give you. Amen. According
I
to
need
His
it.
riches and glory.
I needed a babysitter to come here.
Yeah.
And my sister lives 2 hours away. She's helpful as well, but she's
Yeah.
not here.
Yeah.
And so, in order to come here, like the babysitters, I'll keep them overnight.
Look at that.
Just help.
Won't He do it?
He'll do
Won't
it.
He do it? He is
And
able.
volunteered to be a godmother.
Amen.
She did. That took us by full surprise.
So your daycare provider is you're gonna be the godmom.
She asked.
Now you know what? Don't you love? I love my daycare provider. I'm
Yes.
telling you because they just it's almost like God because my big daycare I was checking her off. I was checking off Liz.
Of
She
course.
says, and she she tells me she said now this may not be the right place for you. I said yes it is.
It is.
I'm staying right here, right? Because you know in your spirit it's almost like a
It's
peace as a mom you get.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's gonna be okay.
And I'm thankful. And it's just God letting us know that no matter what you're going through, I am who you need. I know you thought you needed your mama for everything. I am the source.
Amen. And it's our expectations. It's almost like we have an expectation on God, the creator of heaven and earth, what he should do. And how, like we many gods.
All the time.
Right.
Like we many gods.
Correct.
Who died and made us many
And
gods?
the big thing was she had saw how like all her other siblings had their children, had the blessing of the mom.
So that was even harder.
Oh yes.
That had to be even harder for you because you wanted the same.
I did.
Correct.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah. And so for you, she almost became like the mom that passed in a way, not to replace her.
Right, but to help in that way.
Amen. And now how old are the babies?
3 years and 8 months ago.
And so she has both of them.
Yes.
So you needed the 3-year-old to do the trial, right?
And so when I got pregnant, then I got you another one.
Amen. So tell me one thing you would tell the creation and the children of God that they need to focus on when they come through a place of pain. Just one thing that you know.
Don't look outside of God for comfort. Like, even though I think as humans, a lot of times, especially if physical touch is your love language, you want somebody to hold you. You want someone to speak words of comfort, but nobody can comfort you like the comforter that he sends to us.
Amen. Y'all done heard it. You hear it. Share.
Share it.
There is somebody you know that may have lost their mother or loved one, and they're looking for external places to feel only what God can.
Absolutely.
I love you guys. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
I hope you guys.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great day.